Josh Smith with GottaBeMobile.com. There's a new rumor out that the Samsung Galaxy S5 will allow you to unlock the device just by looking at it. It'll scan your eyes and unlock it. This isn't retina scanning per se, but it would use your eyes as your unique identifier. And while this sounds like science fiction, it's not that far out there. Apple and HTC are bringing fingerprint scanning to unlock to devices right now. And in early 2014, when we expect a Galaxy S5, it could unlock using your eyes. There's a company called iVerify that's demoing this information, and they actually have an app you can try out. And so here, right now, it wants us to look at it. You hold it about 8 inches from your face. It's about that far. And once it figures out exactly that it's in the right spot, which it's a little bit iffy right now. It's in beta, so it's not working perfectly, but if we take our glasses off, sometimes we get a little better experience. So I'm going to tap on it and bring it in, and it'll vibrate once, and then I look up and to the left and vibrate twice, and it unlocks. So it's mapping something in my eyes there to unlock access. This app is free to try out. You can head over to GottaBeMobile.com. We'll point you to the right place to download it to your device, and you can try it out. It doesn't lock the actual device, but right now it locks specific apps on it. You can test it out with glasses, without glasses, and see how it works, and see how you might be able to unlock the Galaxy S5 with your eyes. Whether or not this technology is ready to be built right into a device in 2014 is still up in the air, but it's cool to check out. Thanks for watching.
What's going on, guys? It's Android Critics from AndroidCritics.com, and in this video I'll be taking an exclusive look and complete and full review of the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3. Now, looking at this device, it really doesn't do justice on camera. It's a device that has a 6.3-inch screen, but yet it is pretty thin, and this is the overall design of the device. Now, the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 is its own line. It's a borderline phablet coming in at 6.3 inches. Now, this phablet is a part of the Mega series. So there's a Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 and also the Samsung Galaxy Mega 5.8. Now, it's measured to have the thickness of 8mm, which is really impressive, and this is only 190 grams heavy, so it's just a little bit more compared to the S4. Now, the Galaxy Mega 6.3 is available in 8GB and 16GB storage models, although there's a micro SD card that comes in the box, and it gives you an extra 4GB, which is pretty reasonable. And it also does have a 2-megapixel front camera right there, and it also does have a rear camera that comes in at 8 megapixels, and it comes in at 1080p recording. Now, the Galaxy S4 does have a 13-megapixel camera and 1080p recording. Keep that in mind. Now, some other specs include Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor, clocked at 1.7 gigahertz, a dual-core processor. Now, it's not quad-core at all, and it is a trait processor, and also does have 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, and those are the main specs. Now, some of the best features of the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6.3 include its huge display. Now, once you power up this display, it's definitely a sight to see. Now, it's a really good display, although this display might be too big for some. Now, I can actually stretch my whole finger across the device easily, but for more people, it probably will be a two-handed device to navigate this big screen. Although, thinking of this device can be picked up as a tablet because it's a 6.3-inch device, and you can easily use it as a tablet as well. Now, also I noticed that it's an overall speedy experience with this device. The dual-core processor, that's a Snapdragon processor, does its job, and it's one of the best dual-core processors that I've yet to see. Now, it also does have a lot of connectivity options that include NFC, Wi-Fi Direct, a dual band Wi-Fi along with Bluetooth, GPS, and also if I bring my S4 into frame, I could easily S-beam with the S4, and then I could share a file. And taking a look at the thinness and thickness compared to these two devices, it's basically, taking a close-up look, it's basically just as thin as the S4, if not about the same size. It's just only longer, and it actually fits on top of the Galaxy Mega 6.3, and that's a decent size comparison. Now, the camera on this device isn't too bad. Now, if I can easily take a picture, and if I go to mode at the bottom, I have a few S4 modes, not too many, but I do have a few of them. So sports, panorama, so if I try panorama, I can slowly move the phone in one direction, and that's all you have to do for panorama. Now, taking a look at how good the picture actually is, it's a pretty decent picture. I still believe that the Note 2's camera is a little better because it has a better sensor and everything. And keep in mind, Samsung had to keep this device pretty cheap as much as possible because they didn't know how it would go. Now, some more positives about this device also include plenty of sensors, accelerometer, proximity, ambient light, 3-axis gyroscope, a magnometer, which is a very nice thing. So for all the apps on this device and everything, it's really, really good. And you also do have Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean right out of the box, so you don't have to upgrade or anything like that. And it will be upgraded to the next OS version of Android 4.3 Jelly Bean as well. And the Mega 6.3's battery is an absolute beast. Now, if I go ahead and remove the back, which is another plus that this device does have, you can see that very large 3200 milliamp hour battery right there. Now, if I bring out the Note 2, you can definitely see the battery difference right there. Now, the battery on the Mega 6.3 is absolutely amazing. It's a solid 36 hours without any charges, and that's really, really good. And it gets me through a day and about a third of the next day.